Good evening, good evening, good evening. Happy Sunday afternoon to all of you. Man, thank you guys for coming through to my Sunday fun day. Just thought I'd turn on the camera and share a little bit today. Been an incredible weekend. Wow, just a lot of things going on. If you guys saw my timeline, some major things took place yesterday. And maybe, it looks like it maybe could be coming into an era in my life. I don't want to really get into it because I've not really 100% made a decision if we're going to discontinue this activity. But right now it looks like I'm no longer going to be affiliated, if you will, for a minute. So again, I just wanted to come on today, Sunday Fun Day. My phone lines are open if anybody wants to call in. You got something you want to talk about today. It's just a free flowing show today. Just want to kind of share a word with you guys. I see a few of you guys in the room, so I'm just going to go ahead and read this to you right now. September 19, 2021, it says, break free from the things that have held you captive and kept you in bondage. It is time to deal with issues that have held you back and hindered your ability to become all that I have called you to be and to accomplish all that I have set before you. Examine your life so that you can see clearly where you must fight for your freedom. Be courageous. John 8:36. Therefore, if the Son makes you free, you shall be free indeed. Folks, I know that I've been struggling with a lot of things, and I've had some breakthroughs recently that I want to kind of share. I've been sharing with them for you over the year. One of those breakthroughs is with, anxiety and depression, trying to figure out why I go through those bouts of sadness and bouts of having to really push myself to get through anything. People tell me all the time, Ken, you do a lot of things. You ride, you fly, you move, you do. Yeah, I do. But sometimes I found that was so I wouldn't have to sit still with myself and just really deal with some inner pain. If you've ever had anxiety or depression, you may hear me talk about it a lot because I believe that a lot of us are suffering with it and don't know it. Many of us, we cover it up when we're not feeling good. We'll go have alcohol, or sometime when we're not feeling good, we'll use drugs, or sometime when we're not feeling good, we'll use sex, or sometimes. But, and after years and years of struggling with myself, I finally got some therapy and some medications that really made me take notice to what was going on with myself every day. And it was a true blessing. It was a true blessing for me because I feel so free now. I feel like I can stay home and entertain myself in my own house. I used to be one of those kind of cats that never could stay home. I tell the joke all the time. When I was growing up, I used to think my name was "You don't know how to bring your black ass home," because I was always in the street. I was always doing something. I always had somewhere to go. And it hasn't been that much different in my adult life, except I found out that I was suffering with anxiety and depression. You may see, I think maybe we kind of go into it and out of it sometimes, and some of us have massive, and what they call it mental illness. I've got friends of mine that was telling me that they've had mental illnesses and been on medication for years. Once you disclose that to people, you start finding a lot of us have to have some help just to be able to keep our mood right. Are you suffering with your mood? Where your mood is down one minute, it's up the next minute, you can't move, you can't do, maybe you need to go and get you some help like I did. But today I just wanted to come on and read a word. I wasn't going to come on today because I have some studying to do. Man, I'm studying for several things. I just made a decision that I'm going back to flight school. I actually booked the flight for tomorrow. I'm excited about that, man. If you've ever been up in an airplane and been under control of an airplane that's flying, you understand how exhilarating that feeling is, just being in an airplane. So many of you guys have seen on my timeline me in airplanes and flying airplanes. Well, the story behind that is I never got my license. I was very close to having a pilot's license about, what was that, 2008. I started flying in 2003. I almost got licensed. I stopped for about 4 years. I came back and I took the check ride in 2008. I flew up to what's the name of the airport? I flew up to airport on the other side of Napa and landed, did all the stuff. And then the radios went out of the plane. That's why I didn't get my license at that time. And then it started raining and raining and raining. And if you guys know anything about piloting, you know, the first license you get is a visual pilot's license, where you can fly as long as you don't go in the clouds or you don't go into any, and you have to stay 500 under clouds. You got to stay so many feet over clouds. So it started raining a lot, and I couldn't finish my flight school. So I hadn't flown in years and years and years. Then I took a friend flight. A friend of mine, actually one of my club brothers, he's a pilot, and he took me up out in Vacaville, and I flew. If you guys go to my website, on my YouTube page, you'll see some of the touch and goes I did out at the airport in Vacaville. In fact, I'm going to probably post that on my timeline a little bit later after the show today, just so you guys can see. I do fly planes. I'm excited. I was trying to go up today. In fact, they call him a certified flight instructor, could not go up with me today. So we got a flight for tomorrow evening at 7 p.m. I am so stoked, man. I mean, you know, flying airplanes are not cheap. It's a very expensive hobby. If you want to know the truth about it, the flight time, the airplane, the paying for the flight instructor, all that is very expensive. And I never could justify last 10 years, I could not justify spending that kind of money to take one flight. Not that I can justify it now, but, you know, since I've got to find some things to keep myself occupied, you know, for the next 2 or 3 months for some other reasons, I felt like I would go ahead and go back to flight school. And I'm going to start in flight school again on tomorrow. It's the first introductory flight. I think we're just going to go fly over the bay. I'm going to probably, I don't know where, I think I want to fly down towards San Jose, maybe go up over the Bay Bridge, out over the Golden Gate Bridge, turn around and go back down towards San Jose. We may even go back up toward Vallejo somewhere. I don't know, but tomorrow we'll see when I plot my course and see which way. You know, a lot of that depends on weather. A lot of it depends on the winds. And a lot of it depends on a lot of different things as to where I'm going to fly tomorrow. But just wanted to come on for a quick minute. Break free from the things that have held you captive and kept you in bondage. It's time to deal with issues that have held you back and hindered your ability to become all that I have called you to be and to accomplish all that I have set before you. Examine your life so that you can see clearly where you must fight for your freedom. Be courageous. John 8:36, therefore, if the Son makes you free, you shall be free indeed. You know, the word always comes in and complements our life some kind of way. It's always a message there for us that if we really listen to what God is saying to us, there's things that we can work on. I know for myself, I've been working on little things. You know, I had some big monsters in my closet a few years back that I had to go get some help. You know what I'm saying? I had to go to rehab. Let me call it like it really is. I had to go to rehab. Nobody knew that. And you probably never would have known it had I not even told you now. So people say, why you say it now? Well, because it's a good deterrent for me. You know, in case somebody do see me out of pocket, you know, I can't go lying or whatever. So what? But praise be to God. You know, I'm clean and sober for I don't know how long now. A few years, 3 years, 2 years. Don't even keep track of it. But the main focus is that we want to just keep doing what we do. We're excited about our real estate career. We have some development opportunities that are coming up too, where we're going to be able to develop some affordable housing. I have a team that I'm built around me. I have a project manager, J. Roland Turner, has come on to help as our project manager. We've got Jordan Turner, which is going to be coming on as a legal advisor. We're going to be working with several of the nonprofits around town, and we are so excited about what's coming up. You know, we got some financing, which is usually the hardest part of any real estate deal, whether it be real estate sales, whether it be construction, whether it be development. The hardest thing to do is get the financing, and that's the first thing we got. We were able to come through with financing, private financing. When just unload, I mean, if I could tell you, just a boatload of money, and said that they want to work on projects that we're working on. So I'm just excited about that. We'll be able to leverage that money in order to get some stuff out the dirt. You know, that's been my lifelong dream, is to build houses, do development. I'm just not a real estate broker. I have built one house in my 830 Athens. If you want to look it up, 830 Athens in Oakland. I built that house about 18 years ago, maybe 19 years ago. We built 830 Athens from the ground up. It's a modular house that we brought in and put on a frame over in West Oakland. Beautiful house. Well, we back at it again. I wanted to continue that. That's coming together very, very nicely. So we are a developer now. I can put developer behind my name as soon as we sign this contract. I'm hoping and praying. You guys pray with me that we sign this contract, a couple of contracts this week, actually, for us to do a couple of development opportunities that are on the horizon. And then pray that everything comes together. The financing comes together. The approval process comes together. You guys, if you only knew half the things you have to go through to build something from the ground up. So again, I just wanted to come on and share today my Sunday fun day. I'm not going to be on very long. You know, I was at church today and a young lady walked up to me. I mean, I very rarely see her at church, but she always watches my shows. I always see her there. I can't even call her name now because, you know, I'm horrible with names. I ain't going to beat myself up trying to remember her name, but ma'am, don't beat me up. You know I know who you are when I see your face. But anyway, we've got some opportunities that are coming up, and she just came and very encouraged me today because she's like, Kenny, you seem like you're always so busy. Where are you getting all these people from? Where are you getting business? I was like, you know what? Praise be to God. That's the least of my problem, is finding people that want to buy houses. There's more people that want to buy houses than I got houses to sell. But you know, sometimes getting that message to you, getting that information to you that you can buy a house, that there are programs set up right now that we know how to manipulate that can help you get into your own home with almost no money. In fact, people say, man, you lying, you didn't get them in no house with no money. Yeah, you guys, I really do get people in the houses for zero down, zero closing costs. It always helps if you have some closing cost money yourself, because it allows me to show you properties that maybe a seller won't want to contribute or is in high competition. But yes, we do houses with no money down. I am so excited. My phone lines are open today. If somebody wants to call in, holler at your boy, holler at me, 510-290-7990. My lines are open. We're just going to do this like a call-in show today. If you got something that you want to say, maybe you got a real estate question for me, feel free to give me a call. Dial into the number now. If you've got a statement that you want to make, feel free to dial into the number right now. We're going to do this as a call, and we're going to try that. Since most people don't want to turn on their cameras, no one wants to come over and get on air with me. So I'll let you guys hide behind the phone. If you'd like to come on, you'd like to say something, maybe we've done a show or something in the past that has really helped you, help me today, because sometimes it's very difficult to keep doing the shows when you don't get the feedback that you need. Has the show helped you? Have you identified any of your problems? Have you been able to increase your walk with the Lord? I mean, what has this show done for you? What does it do for me? It does for me many things. It allows me to talk about ideas that I have. It allows me to put things in the universe that I expect to come to pass. It allows me to just be visible. You know, people say, well, Kenny, why do you do all these shows? Well, because I'm a businessman, and businessmen have to be relevant and visible. You cannot be in business and be invisible. Okay, you cannot be in business and be invisible. So what we do is we become visible in other ways than real estate. We are visible through our Sunday FUNDAY show. We have our Family, Friends, and Fun Friday show. We have our Wisdom Wednesday show. We do a bunch of shows, and very few of them have anything to do with real estate, because I believe that if you be about God's business, God will take care of your business. That's a good one right there. If you be about God's business, God will take care of whatever business you got. I've always lived by that. My whole business career is always trying to keep God forefront. I ain't the best Christian in the world. I'm not gonna kid y'all with that. But you know what? I'm a work in progress. And I'm better today than I was yesterday. And I'm better this month than I was last month. So that's all that matters to me. And I can see the goodness of God. I can feel his tender mercies. I can feel his guidance. I can feel his his delight with the work that we do. You know, I feel him right on the verge of saying that the magic words. What's the magic word? Well done, my good and faithful servant. That's what I want him to say when it's my day. You know, so all the things I do in secret, he will finally find out. I don't tell everybody about everything, because why? You don't want to go around ringing your own bell all the doggone time. But hey, I ain't got nothing else to talk about. I do this. I ain't had no show. You know how you turn the camera on and talk for a whole 30, 45 minutes and you just talking to yourself? Because I'm looking at myself in the camera and I got on nice red and I see 3 people in the room with me. Let me read this for y'all. Read State to September 19, 2021. This is the word. The word says, break free from the things that have held you captive and kept you in bondage. It is time to deal with issues that have held you back and hindered your ability to become all that I have called you to be, to accomplish all that I have set before you. Examine your life so that you can see clearly where you must fight for your freedom. Be courageous. John 8:36. Therefore, if the Son makes you free, you shall be free indeed. Hey, you guys, man, I've been fighting against these demons in me for years. I had a drug demon on my back for some time. I used to have a cigarette demon on my back. I used to have an alcohol demon on my back. I used to have a lying demon on my back. I used to have a cheating demon on my back. You know, we all got something on our back that's always trying to attack us so that we will not fulfill what God has given for us. So sometimes you just got to fight. You got to fight just to tell the truth. I know for years back in the day, I used to tell these little simple lies. And it's like, you know, why are you even lying? You find yourself in situations when you're a liar, when you lie, you find yourself lying in situations where you really didn't even have to lie. That's what I found myself doing. Well, I'm just telling these lies because I told a lie the other day about something. So I got a lie today to keep the other lies straight. And then because you don't know where you at and who you're talking to, who heard the lie from yesterday. So you know what? Those are the things that we need to be working on. You know, or maybe some of us have addiction problems. Let me be real about it. I used to have one. I was addicted for many years, and I was good. I was even better at hiding it from folks. But the fact of the matter is, to myself, I knew I was an addict. I knew that I couldn't function. And what I found out, praise be to God, it took years of beating myself up, trying to go to rehab. It took years of myself trying to figure out, God, what's wrong with me, to finally find the problem. And that was anxiety and depression. I know that sounds real. It sounds too simple. But, you know, I didn't know. I was so busy moving, I couldn't sit still. I started sitting some kind of way and start feeling some kind of way. I'm going to get up and move. If I start sitting some kind of way for too long, I might go get me a beer. I might go get me something to drink. I might go get me a hit if I'm feeling some kind of way. And Lord, praise be to God, is that over some time, it didn't happen in one day. It didn't happen in a week. It happened by multiple attempts at becoming clean and sober, that I became clean and sober. And I am today. And you know, last night I came home and went to bed, you know, after a crazy night. And I went to bed and I woke up this morning sober. I mean, that used to be my time. Friday, Saturday night. Oh my God. I would turn it up on Saturday night. You know, a Friday night. No, I ain't got to go to work tomorrow. Shoot. But praise be to God. I was knocked out last night early. Got up early this morning, went and showed my face in the house of the Lord. And I came back. I'm working on, I have another business, a new business, government contracting business, which we've been certified and approved to do bid on government contracts. But I haven't had the time to even work on that. So today, like no other day, I came home and turned on some videos, and I've been watching government contracting. What I want to do is I want to provide emergency housing for veterans. And that is a government contract that they have for housing veterans, or housing, providing housing, building houses. As you guys know, we also have a development company I just started. I have a project manager who is working his tail off. We also going to be looking at doing some development for the government, if God says the same. But we're going to start off small and maybe do some small contracts with them to get our feet wet. And then we're going to move on. I am going to be hiring somebody to take over our government contracting business once I get it up and running. Because again, I don't plan to really run too many. I just want to get things started and create opportunities for us people that have the talent to run that type of business, bring them in to help me. So if you know someone that's in that space that needs a job or that even wants to come and help or even mentor me, I'm looking for people in the government contracting space that can come and assist us with obtaining government contracts. Man, I am so excited. I talked to you guys about our development company. Session Land Development is off the ground. We have about 3 projects that we're working on right now, 3 or 4 different projects. We've already secured financing. Believe it or not, out of the hardest thing to do with building, anybody will tell you, securing the financing. And we got financing before we even poured the first piece of dirt. We got financing. And then I can't say it's because of me. It's because of my partner. I got a partner that just, man, he is such a real estate whiz. I call him a genius. He's a real estate genius. And I've had the opportunity to sit at his feet for many years. And then he's been out of the business for many. He's been out of the business for almost 20 years. I worked for him 20 years ago. He's been out of the real estate game for 20 years. None other than J.R. Turner, developer, manager extraordinaire. He is now part of our team, our staff, Session Land Development staff. We're looking at building some affordable housing, you guys. I ain't playing. I just want to build some affordable housing. One thing that grieves me is when I drive down the street and I see people sleeping in tents. Well, my thing to that is overbuild the city. If we overbuild the city, nobody has to be homeless in this city. And if I don't do it, I'm gonna die trying. You know, that's one of the big projects we're working on. We still are housing people with no money down. We still helping sellers liquidate assets. We still have the consulting business where we consult with people about their real estate assets. We're also looking at very shortly just a lot of things, man. I got so much on my plate, and I'm just so grateful that I've got the energy to do it. It used to be I could only do a couple things at a time because, you know, that burning in your chest. If you ever had that like that, it feels like your heart broke. It feels like your heart broken all the time. That's what anxiety feels like. It feels like you sad, like every day is a dark, ugly day. That's what depression feels like. Wouldn't put it on nobody. My lines are open tight, 510-290-7990. If you want to call in, we have a call-in phone right here. If you want to call in, you got some commentary you'd like to add tonight, you know, you're welcome to call in tonight. I'm not asking you to be on air, but if you guys can help me make the show, that would be great. I get tired of just talking without nobody coming in to talk back to me. So we have our phone number up tonight. If someone like to call in, maybe you can talk about one of the shows we've done in the past. If there's anything we said that's been able to help you or your family, maybe we've helped you buy a house, maybe we've been there to be a consultant to you. Maybe we help you save your house. Maybe, I don't know. We do a lot of things with a lot of people. And so tonight, I just wanted to come on Sunday FUNDAY, you know, and just turn the camera on, you know, with nothing really in mind other than, you know, I was supposed to be flying right now, you guys. Because I'm sort of ending one thing, I'm picking up something else, and that is I'm going back to finish getting my pilot's license. I know, y'all. I already know. I hear it, y'all. I'm going to go on and finish the dang on thing. I've been so close to finishing for about the last 11 or 12 years. I was supposed to have my pilot's license 12 years ago, but I was on a downward spiral for like 11 years. Well, I'm gonna say like maybe 7 years where we were just declining, and now we started to rise again. And I'm like, you know what? Let's play it forward. I'm gonna go get my pilot's license. So when I open up offices down in Fresno, and I open up my offices up in Palmdale and Los Angeles, I can walk over to the Oakland airport and jump in my own plane and fly down there and go for a meeting. You know what I'm saying? So that's why we're gonna fly. I love to fly. I love motorcycles. I love scuba diving. I love all of the dangerous stuff. That's what they say. You like all of the danger? Yeah, I just do. I don't know. I mean, it ain't no fun if it ain't dangerous. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, you guys, I just want to come on for a minute. I'm gonna get out of here. If you guys have anybody has a question, you can call in before I get out of here. If you got a statement, you can put it over in the chat over on the right-hand side. If you wanted the word, September 19th, 2021, this is for you. Break free from the things that have held you captive and kept you in bondage. It's time to deal with the issues that have held you back and hindered your ability to become all that I have called you to be, and to accomplish all that I have set before you. Examine your life so that you can see clearly where you must fight for your freedom. Be courageous. John 8 and the 36th verse says, therefore, if the Son makes you free, you shall be free indeed. You know, a lot of us, we try to just be free. You know, we living in the last days. They talking about plagues and wars and rumors of wars. You know what? My God just said, you know what it is? We ain't got no time to be airing no more. We ain't got no time to be playing around. Your car could get called tomorrow. There's healthy people dying every day right now. We don't even know. People die. Healthy people dying every day right now. Their number has been called, and it's time for them to go. And some of them didn't get a chance to get themselves right. Okay, and we right now, we got a chance, and I am so grateful to God. Right now, I feel so good. I feel like I'm where I'm supposed to be, doing what I'm supposed to be doing, you know, and it's just a beautiful place to be, you know. So search yourself, get yourself ready to just be the best that you can be, you know, in these last and evil days, you know. And I'm going to be putting all mine on the line. I really appreciate you guys. We need your referrals, guys. You guys got family and friends and uncles and cousins that want to buy houses. They do. I mean, this is not a real estate show, but y'all know what I do. I sell houses, but I'm doing the show because I can do whatever I want to do. But anyway, y'all know folks that need this information. Y'all don't have this information. People think they know what they're talking about. Well, I got new information just last week about some new programs that just came up. So even if you know something about buying a house, you don't know what happened last week. Okay, that's my job, to stay on top of where the housing market is and how do we enter to the market and what house is a good house and what house is a bad house and what loans are available for us and how can I get in this property with no money. Kenny, I got bad credit. Who fixed my credit? I got the credit team. Y'all that's out there tripping about your credit, I got somebody that can fix your credit. Okay, we got a whole credit team down in West Oakland at the West Oakland Library. We have a credit coach that's at the library on the second floor at the library in West Oakland. Y'all can go down there and get your credit done for free. You don't have to be playing Lexington Law and all them people and the crooks and hooks that's out there basically taking y'all money, keeping you on the titty for a long enough line till they just drain you at $59.99 for the next 10 months. Think about how much you pay them if you stayed on the program for a whole year at $59.99 when somebody over here gonna do it for free. You guys, and the free is just as good as doing, except some credit repair people are crooks. Okay, they credit report. You go get your credit report cleaned, and then you find 6 months is all back. That's fraud. That's somebody who is taking the stuff off your credit report illegally or did not do it properly. And those things come back. And you guys have been paying money and money and money for that for years and years and years. And they keep coming, man, it came back. Yeah, okay, because you didn't want to listen to somebody. I just quit fighting with people. I don't even argue with you. When you say, well, man, I'm working on my, okay, you working on your credit. But let me say this to you that's working on your credit. You don't know what you're doing either. Because if you knew what you was doing, you wouldn't be in the situation that you're in right now. And guess what? There's people out there that have cleaned 1,000 credits. You can't clean none. You ain't even clean yours. So why would you feel comfortable cleaning your own credit and you ain't never cleaned it before? Why wouldn't you want to go to somebody who's done it 500 times? Don't you think that they would know something or so know somebody simply because of the repetition of the fact that that's what they do for a living? Would you go to a jewelry store for a brain surgery? Or would you go to, I mean, come on, let's be real. Would you try to do brain surgery on yourself, even though you saw it on the video? You saw them take the brain out and put it on the table and slap it twice and put it back in. That don't mean that you can do brain surgery. That means you need to go find a brain surgeon. If you got a broken bone in your leg, you don't go try to put your own leg in a cast. You go find somebody orthopedic and have them wrap your leg up in something. When you got credit problems, why are you out there trying to wrap your own credit up? Why? When you got credit repair people that are not, I ain't talking about them shysters, because I don't very rarely endorse credit people because they're only as good as their last deal. And I've endorsed credit people, and then after I endorse them, I get a call from my client 3, 4, 5 days later complaining. I ain't got time to be dealing with complaints because I referred you to somebody else. I'd rather not refer you at all. And the people that I'm out there talking to, some of y'all know I had to stop referring people to you because I had too many people calling, complaining or whining and this, that, and the other about this and that and the other. And guess what? I'm not going to let my evil be good, my good be evil spoken of. I'm trying to help somebody and they go over to discredit people and you do them bad. That's my fault. I take that personally. So therefore, I vet anybody I send. If I send you to a lender to get a loan, I vetted that lender. If I send you to a lender to get a loan, I know that they ain't gonna overcharge you because I didn't look at their fee schedule. I found one Friday. Dude was overcharging a client almost $6,000 and got mad at me because I wouldn't let him have it. No, you're not taking $6,000 from these people. You better cut it down or else I'm gonna kill the damn deal today. They thought I was playing. Man, I don't give a damn about no money. I will not be a part of y'all shenanigans. I don't lie, cheat. Well, I ain't gonna say I don't lie. That would be a lie to say I don't lie. But I work very hard to be truthful, stay in the truthful space. You know what I'm saying? I don't cheat. I don't cheat in real estate deals. I don't have to. I'm good enough at what I do. I can do it straight up and get you the same results as a thief and a cheat. Okay, so hey, I'm about out of here today. This is hot up in here. I done did the show. I wanted to come on and encourage you guys to break free from the things that you have held you captive and kept you in bondage. It is time to deal with issues that have held you back and hindered your ability to become all that you have been called to be. Accomplished and set before you. Examine your life so that you can see clearly where you must fight for your freedom. Some of us are bound in some areas. I was bound. I told y'all I was bound. I was bound on drugs. People say, what would you do? Because I don't care what y'all think about me. You know what, Kenny, you just say, nah, I don't care. You know, well, you so man, privacy. You ain't got no privacy. Somebody know your ish. So private is what's keeping us dying around here because you're so busy trying to tiptoe. I was private when I was a dope fiend. That's when I was private. I was tipping around so y'all wouldn't see me high. I was tipping around so y'all couldn't see me high. Okay, now that because I used to get high, you think I'm not gonna come on and tell y'all you ain't got no heaven or no hell to put me in, and you ain't got because you're half y'all doing worse than that. Okay, matter of fact. Okay, because most of us, if you ain't got the Lord Jesus Christ and you got that moral compass that makes you sinner, and some of us don't have it, you don't have nothing to hold you back from what's out there. Your proclivities are all over the place. You can do anything with anybody at any given time because you don't have nobody that you got to look back to. But when you have the Lord Jesus Christ in your life, there's only certain how far you gonna go with your nastiness. There's only so far you gonna go with your lying and your cheating. Okay, before God convicts you himself and turns you around, or your drugs or whatever. When you get to be my age, y'all youngsters, I know ain't no youngsters watching here. When you're young, you think you know everything. But when you get old, you be like, man, you know, if I'd have known this back 20 years ago, man, I'm no telling what I could have did if I'd have just had what I got now. And what do I have right now? I have a closer relationship with God than I probably have in my whole life. My company is starting to surge again, y'all. And that's because of obedience. He said in his word, seek ye first the kingdom of God and his righteousness. And then he said, all these other things will be added unto you. I'm getting out of here on that. I ain't got nothing else to say. When you seek ye first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, all these other things will be added unto you. But guess what? You can't live like hell and get it. I've been there. I've been with one foot under the bed, okay, and 1 foot over here in the church. And man, it don't work, bro. You got to set yourself apart to get the real blessing and get to what God really got for you. Just set yourself apart. Break free from all the BS. You know what it is. Ain't nobody got to tell you. It's already sitting, whispering in your ear every day. Stop it. All right, y'all. Y'all have a great week coming up. We'll be back Monday with tomorrow with Motivation Monday. We'll be back on Wednesday with Wisdom Wednesday, and we'll be back on Friday with Family, Friends, and Fun Friday. Thank you guys. Watch our other shows during the week. Breaking in the Houses. We'll be doing that as well. And whatever else God give me. Please. See y'all later. Have a great week.